you don't know these 10 driving secrets, you're not just missing out, you're putting yourself and others at risk every time you hit the road. Driving isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's about mastering the hidden techniques that keep you safe, save you money, and make every drive smoother and smarter. Yet most drivers go their entire lives without ever learning these life-saving tricks. That ends now. Are you using your car's AC wrong every summer and wasting fuel in the process? What's the fastest way to get unstuck from mud or snow without ruining your tires? And most importantly, how can these secrets transform your driving into a skill you're proud of? Stick around, because the last two are gonna blow your mind. Proper AC usage. Imagine it's a sweltering summer day and you step into a car that feels like an oven. Your first instinct, crank the AC to its maximum setting. But stop right there, because what you're about to do could harm your health, waste your fuel, and damage your car system in the long run. Here's the truth. Your AC system traps toxic substances when left idle in the heat. Turning it on immediately circulates those chemicals, exposing you to air you don't want to breathe. Instead, roll down your windows and open the driver's door a few times to let the heat escape naturally. Once you've done that, start driving with the windows down and let the fresh air flow. Then, after 30 seconds to 5 minutes, turn the AC on at a moderate level to cool the cabin effectively. Efficiency is key here. Did you know your car's AC works best when you're driving? That's because the compressor relies on engine speed to perform optimally. And don't forget to check your cabin air filter regularly. A dirty filter can ruin your airflow and make your AC work harder than necessary. But here's the kicker. If your car has an auto AC feature, don't use it on scorching days. While it's convenient, it drains fuel and could leave you sweating in traffic jams when the engine shuts off. This single tip alone can save you money and keep you comfortable during those long summer drives. Wiper maintenance. Your windshield wipers might seem like a small part of your car, but when it rains or snows, they're your lifeline to clear vision. Yet many drivers don't realize how easily wipers wear out and what they can do to extend their lifespan. Ever noticed your wipers leaving streaks or missing spots in the center of the windshield? That's a telltale sign the rubber is wearing unevenly. Before you rush to replace them, try this trick. Flip the wipers inside out. This simple adjustment can help them last longer and save you money. Keep your windshield clean as well. Dirty glass wears down wiper blades faster. Next time you're at a petrol station, use the squeegee provided, but check it first. If it's full of debris, it can scratch your windshield. Pro tip, carry your own clean microfiber cloth in the car for emergencies. In winter, wiper maintenance becomes even more crucial. Don't leave your blades stuck to frosty glass overnight. Remove them when you park outside, and they'll be as good as new the next morning. And whatever you do, never use wipers on a dry windshield. If you need to clean dust or pollen, activate the washer fluid first. But wipers aren't the only thing that needs extra attention in extreme weather. Let's talk about how to keep your car running smoothly when the mercury drops. Starting your car in extreme cold. Picture this. It's below freezing and you're in a rush. You jump into your car, turn the key, and nothing. The engine struggles, and the battery feels like it's on its last legs. Sound familiar? Here's how to make sure that doesn't happen again. When it's icy outside, don't start your car the moment you get in. Why? Because at freezing temperatures, your battery and starter are under immense strain. Instead, give your electrical system a little boost by turning on the high beams for 3 to 5 seconds before starting the engine. This gets the current flowing and makes it easier for the car to ignite. It's a small step, but it makes a big difference. And here's another pro tip. Keep your fuel tank at least half full in the winter. Condensation can build up in an empty tank, freezing your fuel lines and leaving you stranded. But what if the real challenge isn't starting your car, but getting it unstuck? Let's dive into the ultimate survival guide for when your car refuses to move. Getting unstuck. Few moments are as frustrating as feeling your car's tires spin helplessly in mud, sand, or snow. But don't worry, with the right techniques, you can get back on track without damaging your car or breaking a sweat. First, don't panic. Start by moving the steering wheel back and forth gently to give your tires some wiggle room. Then, alternate between reverse and drive, but keep it slow. No more than 8 shifts to avoid overworking your transmission. If that doesn't work, it's time to get hands-on. Deflate your tires slightly to increase their surface area and improve traction. Dig out the area around them and use whatever you have, branches, floor mats, or boards, to create a grippy surface. If you have a jack, use it to lift the car slightly, giving you more room to maneuver. Once you're free, don't forget to re-inflate your tires and drive slowly to shake off any remaining mud or debris. Now that you're unstuck, it's time to tackle the secrets that turn good drivers into great ones, starting with the power of observation. Watching wheels, not signals. When driving on narrow roads or through busy streets, you've probably encountered a driver whose actions leave you second guessing. Turn signals? Sometimes they're forgotten, flashed too late, or even used incorrectly. This is why focusing on the wheels of other vehicles is a game changer. Instead of relying solely on turn signals, keep your eyes on the wheels. They're an honest and immediate indicator of a driver's next move. For example, if the wheels start turning to the left or right, the vehicle is likely to follow, whether the driver remembered to activate their turn signal or not. This technique is especially critical at intersections or during lane merges, where hesitation or distraction can lead to accidents. Watching the wheels allows you to anticipate movements before they happen, giving you an edge in avoiding potential hazards. This tip is especially useful when visibility is poor, such as at night or in rainy weather, when turn signals might be harder to spot. Watching the angle of the wheels helps you react faster and more decisively, ensuring smoother interactions on the road. Trust the wheels, not the lights, and you'll always stay one step ahead. While watching others' wheels keeps you safer, there's one feature on your car that could stop a thief in their tracks. Literally. Using your car alarm effectively. Your car alarm isn't just a noisy deterrent, it's a built-in defense system with powerful capabilities. Modern car alarms often include an anti-theft mode that can disable your engine while the vehicle is moving. Imagine this. You step out of your car to check the tires, and someone jumps into the driver's seat. With the press of a button on your alarm remote, you can shut down the engine and bring the car to an immediate stop. But to make the most of this feature, always keep your alarm remote separate from your car keys. Why? Because if a thief manages to take the keys, having the remote in your pocket or on a lanyard ensures you still have control over the vehicle. This simple habit could save your car from being stolen or misused in an emergency. Another critical point is to use this feature only in real emergencies. Activating the anti-theft mode unnecessarily, like as a prank or just for fun, can backfire, requiring costly assistance from a professional to reset your system. It's a powerful tool, but it comes with responsibility. Learn how it works, practice using it, and you'll have peace of mind knowing your car is protected. This feature is particularly helpful in crowded urban environments where car theft is more common. Even if you've never experienced a theft attempt, being prepared is always better than being caught off guard. Now that your car is secure, let's shift gears and talk about something that can transform every journey: being courteous behind the wheel. Maintaining courtesy on the road. Roads are shared spaces, and how you treat others while driving can make or break your experience and theirs. Small acts of courtesy, like letting another car merge into your lane or yielding to pedestrians, go a long way in fostering a safer, more enjoyable driving environment for everyone. Being courteous isn't just about avoiding confrontation, it's about preventing accidents. For instance, when you approach a cyclist on a narrow road, giving them plenty of space not only keeps them safe, but also demonstrates respect. Similarly, refraining from unnecessary honking reduces stress for other drivers, especially in high traffic areas. Think about this. How many times have you been stuck in traffic only to have another driver cut you off or refuse to let you merge? Those situations create frustration and often lead to risky behavior. By practicing patience and politeness, you not only set an example but also contribute to smoother traffic flow. Courtesy extends to small gestures, like using your turn signals in a timely manner, allowing others to predict your movements. It's about acknowledging that every driver, pedestrian, and cyclist on the road is part of the same ecosystem. When everyone does their part, the road becomes a more harmonious place to navigate. Courtesy matters, but to truly avoid chaos on the road, the secret lies in planning ahead. Planning your route. Every great journey begins with a plan. Before you even start your car, taking a few minutes to map out your route can save you time, fuel, and stress. Yet, many drivers skip this step, relying solely on GPS while driving, a habit that can lead to last-minute turns, missed exits, or sudden rerouting that creates confusion and even accidents. Instead, preview your route beforehand. Use tools like online maps or navigation apps to check for real-time traffic updates, construction zones, or detours. Planning ahead not only reduces delays, but also ensures you're mentally prepared for the journey. You'll know when to expect tricky intersections or heavy traffic, giving you more confidence as you drive. Planning isn't just for long trips. Even short commutes can benefit from a little foresight. For example, knowing which roads are busiest at certain times of day can help you choose a smoother, less congested route. And if you're driving in an unfamiliar area, reviewing landmarks or key turns beforehand can prevent the stress of searching while driving. There's another bonus. Planning your route allows you to focus more on the road and less on your phone or GPS. By familiarizing yourself with the key points of your journey ahead of time, you minimize distractions and maximize safety. And if something unexpected does come up, like a detour, you'll be better equipped to adapt without panic. Now that you've mastered the basics of driving etiquette and preparation, it's time to unlock advanced skills that can truly elevate your driving game. Defensive driving techniques. Being a skilled driver isn't just about controlling your car, it's about controlling the environment around you. Defensive driving is the secret weapon that helps you anticipate and avoid potential hazards long before they happen. Imagine you're cruising down the motorway and a car suddenly swerves into your lane without signaling. A defensive driver doesn't react with panic. They've already anticipated such behavior by keeping a safe distance and scanning the road ahead. This habit of always looking 2 to 3 cars ahead can give you those extra seconds to react, whether it's avoiding a sudden stop or maneuvering around debris. Defensive driving also means maintaining a safe following distance. A general rule is the 3-second rule: count 1001, 1002, 1003 between when the car ahead passes a fixed point and when you do. This cushion of time ensures you have enough room to stop if the car ahead brakes suddenly. Another key aspect: staying in the correct lane for your speed. If you're in the fast lane but not overtaking, you could cause frustration for faster drivers, leading to unsafe lane changes around you. By keeping these principles in mind, you'll make the roads safer for yourself and everyone else. But even the most prepared drivers can't perform well if they're battling fatigue. Let's talk about how to stay sharp during long drives. Fighting fatigue on long drives. There's nothing worse than nodding off behind the wheel during a long trip. Fatigue is one of the most dangerous states for a driver, and knowing how to combat it can mean the difference between a safe arrival and a close call. The first step is planning your breaks. On any trip lasting more than 2 hours, take a short break to stretch your legs, grab a snack, or simply refresh your mind. Stopping regularly not only helps you stay alert, but also prevents stiffness and discomfort that can distract you while driving. Hydration is equally critical. Dehydration leads to fatigue faster than most people realize, so keep a water bottle within arm's reach. Avoid heavy meals before driving, as they can make you feel sluggish. Opt for light snacks like fruits or nuts to keep your energy level steady. If you start to feel drowsy, pull over in a safe spot and take a short nap. Just 15 to 20 minutes can restore your focus. And if you have a co-driver, take turns at the wheel to share the workload. It's not just about getting to your destination, it's about getting there safely. Now that you know how to stay sharp, it's time to understand the limits of your car, because every vehicle has its boundaries. Knowing your vehicle's limits. Every car has its own set of strengths and weaknesses. Knowing your vehicle's limits is essential to avoid pushing it beyond what it's designed to handle. This awareness doesn't just make you a better driver, it can save your car from unnecessary wear and tear. Take braking, for instance. If you're driving a compact car, your stopping distance will be much shorter than that of an SUV or truck. Understanding this difference can prevent rear-end collisions in stop-and-go traffic. Similarly, a sports car handles sharp turns far better than a sedan or minivan, so driving techniques should be adapted accordingly. Pay attention to your vehicle's weight and load capacity. Overloading your car can strain the engine, brakes, and suspension, leading to reduced performance and increased risk of accidents. Familiarize yourself with your car's manual to know its exact limits. Finally, if you often drive in adverse conditions, like rain, snow, or gravel roads, consider how your car's traction and handling are affected. Features like all-wheel drive can help, but they're not a license to drive recklessly. Respect your car's capabilities, and it will reward you with better performance and longevity. Understanding your car is vital, but there's one tool every driver needs to master: headlights. Let's see why they're more important than you think. The importance of headlights. Headlights are your eyes in the dark, but they're also an essential communication tool during the day. Whether you're driving through a storm, fog, or nighttime roads, knowing when and how to use your headlights is critical for safety. Start with proper maintenance. Cloudy or dim headlights can significantly reduce visibility, so clean them regularly and replace bulbs as needed. Adjust their aim to ensure they illuminate the road ahead without blinding oncoming drivers. During the day, don't underestimate the power of daytime running lights. They make your car more visible, especially in poor weather or shaded areas. And when driving at night, always use your high beams on open, empty roads, but switch to low beams as soon as you see an approaching vehicle. Flashing your headlights is also a form of communication. For instance, if you're warning another driver of a hazard or signaling to let them merge, a quick flash can convey your message clearly and politely. Remember, it's not just about seeing, it's about being seen. Proper use of your headlights ensures you're visible to other drivers, reducing the risk of accidents in all conditions. With these advanced skills in your toolbox, you're well on your way to mastering the road. But the final secrets will truly set you apart as a driver. Let's uncover them. Avoiding road rage. We've all been there, stuck in gridlock traffic or nearly sideswiped by an impatient driver. In those moments, road rage feels almost inevitable. But here's the reality. Road rage doesn't just ruin your day, it jeopardizes your safety and the safety of others. It's one of the leading causes of preventable accidents. Staying calm behind the wheel starts with mindset. When someone cuts you off, resist the urge to retaliate. Aggressive driving or confrontational gestures can escalate the situation, leading to risky behaviors like tailgating or abrupt stops. Instead, take a deep breath and remind yourself that your priority is to arrive safely at your destination. Here's a pro tip: play soothing music or a calming podcast to keep your nerves in check. Avoid reacting to provocation, whether it's an angry honk or a rude gesture. Let it slide. You're not competing with other drivers, you're driving to get where you need to go safely and responsibly. Another effective strategy: allow extra time for your trips. Rushing because you're late heightens stress levels and makes you more susceptible to frustration. By leaving early and giving yourself a time cushion, you'll reduce the urgency that often leads to reckless decisions. While road rage is a personal battle, understanding your surroundings is the next step to truly mastering the road. Reading and understanding road signs. Road signs are more than just markers. They're your roadmap to navigating safely and efficiently. Yet so many drivers treat them as background noise, barely noticing them unless absolutely necessary. It's a habit that can lead to confusion, fines, or even accidents. Take speed limit signs, for instance. They're not just recommendations, they're carefully calculated limits based on road conditions, curves, and surrounding environments. Ignoring them not only puts you at risk of a ticket, but also compromises safety. Then there are warning signs, those diamond-shaped icons that alert you to sharp curves, school zones, or slippery roads. Failing to notice them can leave you unprepared for what lies ahead, turning a simple drive into a dangerous experience. And don't forget about less obvious signs like parking restrictions or time-specific lanes. These are just as important, especially in urban areas where rules change depending on the time of day. Ignoring these signs can lead to fines or tows, turning your trip into an expensive lesson. To stay ahead, make it a habit to scan for signs frequently. Treat them as cues that prepare you for upcoming conditions, ensuring you're always one step ahead. Reading signs is more than a passive task. It's an active skill that helps you navigate confidently and avoid surprises. Once you've mastered reading signs, it's time to tackle one of the trickiest maneuvers on the road: merging into traffic. Safe merging techniques. Merging can feel like threading a needle, especially in fast-moving traffic. Done right, it's seamless and safe. Done wrong, it's chaotic and dangerous. Fortunately, with a few simple techniques, you can master merging with confidence. Start by assessing the traffic flow. Before you even approach the merge point, glance at your mirrors and check your blind spots to understand where other vehicles are. Identify a gap early and position yourself to enter smoothly. The key is speed matching. If you're merging onto a motorway, accelerate to match the pace of the cars in the lane you're joining. This helps you blend into the flow without forcing other drivers to brake or swerve. Signal early and clearly. Letting other drivers know your intentions reduces surprises and encourages them to make space. And when someone lets you merge, a quick wave of thanks isn't just polite, it promotes goodwill on the road. If you encounter heavy traffic, remain patient. Forcing your way into a lane can cause confusion or accidents, while polite persistence usually prompts other drivers to create space. Remember, merging isn't a race. It's about timing and collaboration with fellow drivers. Finally, practice makes perfect. The more familiar you are with your car's acceleration and handling, the smoother your merges will become. It's a skill worth refining, as it can make a world of difference in high-pressure driving situations. Remember, hesitation is your enemy. Waiting too long or stopping entirely can confuse other drivers and create bottlenecks. If you're unsure about a merge, it's better to slow down, let a few cars pass, and wait for a clearer opportunity. Now that you've mastered merging, let's talk about the ultimate driving principle that ties all these secrets together: the golden rule of driving. If there's one secret that underpins every great driver's skill set, it's this: always think ahead. The road is unpredictable, and driving isn't just about reacting, it's about anticipating. Whether it's predicting a pedestrian's movement, preparing for a sharp turn, or avoiding a distracted driver, thinking ahead transforms your driving from reactive to proactive. One of the simplest ways to think ahead is to scan the road constantly. Don't just focus on the car in front of you. Look 2 or 3 vehicles ahead to anticipate changes in speed or lane shifts. This extra awareness gives you valuable seconds to react, whether it's braking, switching lanes, or adjusting your speed. Patience is another cornerstone of the golden rule. Impatience leads to risks like tailgating, abrupt lane changes, or speeding, all behaviors that increase the likelihood of accidents. By staying calm and collected, you make smarter decisions that keep everyone safer. Finally, always be willing to learn. No matter how experienced you are, driving evolves with new technology, changing road rules, and varying conditions. Commit to continuous improvement, and you'll not only become a better driver, but also inspire others to do the same. Now that you've discovered these 10 driving secrets, it's time to hit the road with a new level of confidence and skill. Whether it's mastering defensive driving, staying calm under pressure, or simply planning your routes better, these tips are designed to make every drive safer and smoother. Not just for you, but for everyone on the road. But here's the thing, every driver has their own go-to tricks and tips. So now it's your turn. What's the one driving secret you swear by? Drop it in the comments below. Who knows, your tip might be the one that helps another driver level up their game. And while you're at it, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow drivers, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss more insider tips like these. Until next time, drive safe and stay ahead of the curve.